Alrighty, we are back once more. Yeah. I'm so sorry we are late. We did not make it on time. However, we are here. And uh, tonight is our 40th episode of Hearts of War, modified version of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Yay! And we are the Rollers of Fate, and we are very excited to be here with you all. Even though we might just try to do like that, so then I look more excited. But yeah, may the internet gods bless our cyber journey. Also, because we are running a little bit late, if you're okay with you all, we're not going to introduce our characters today. Is that sounds okay?
It would be a surprise for all our viewers.
Yeah, yeah. I
What?
mean, you got, yeah, pretty much. You got the little tiny tokens there. You got the icons saying what they are. So if that's okay with everyone. Also, some of you stream, so you can check out Sonated, Cornbread, and One Eye Cash. The links are on our stream, actually, intros. Please give them a follow and show them your support. I am Cisco Blanco, your DM, Tailweaver, Chaos Coordinator. Oh, thank you. And yeah, and I think what else am I missing? Content warning. Be aware our games can use adult language. We have links to our email and links everywhere in our channel, so check them out. And thanks to all of you who are watching us from home. And yeah, we are super happy that you do that. Martin, please, whenever you can, roll for a group inspiration.
This is at this D20, right?
Yeah, you did one inspiration, yeah. D100,
It's
I'll
at
be
two.
today.
2.
2. Okay, so you have a +1 spicy ball inspiration. No context given there. So, yeah, you go. So you got 3. Yay! Actually, they are not anymore. So that's good. Thanks to my wonderful friends for being here playing with me. And to everyone who is watching us from home, please make yourself cozy, grab a nice drink, and now let's find out where the drums of war are beating today. Previously, in the aftermath of E-Day, the Divine Vanguard joined the Kalaman Special Forces on their fight against the Dragon Queen armies in exchange for asylum and protection for their people. Following a few successful missions, when the group returned to Castle Kalaman, they found murder and destruction from the hands of Karadok and his undead Solamnic Knights, who executed this deadly destruction to buy Lord Soth time to steal a purple flaming orb buried alongside legendary warriors from the past in their sealed catacombs. After defeating all intruders and learning Soth's and Salamir's backstories, the party spent the rest of the evening mourning the fallen with drinks, stories, games, and golden prayers. Family and friends got together, saving arachnid bloodlines, whilst forgetting the war for a few hours. And despite a few punches in the dark, all went well. The next morning, a meeting with Marshal Vendry was arranged. A celestial Tresim named Sasha joined the heroes and delivered a message. Holy symbols were cleansed and curses temporarily removed. And finally, some visit the merchant district whilst others remain in the castle. Oh, hello, Grayson. And this is where our story continues today. It's the morning after an evening that will never be forgotten, that one day will be remembered as the eve of Crimson Bricks. The smell of blood still remains infused within the castle walls. A powerful magic has been taken and desperation is palpable in the air. All of you will eventually reunite in the marshal's office by midday. But before that, Is there anything else anyone would like to do? If I remember correctly, you are divided at the moment, and you were kind of like doing different things. So let's go back to that and then take it from there.
Indeed.
Okay.
I was with Oliver.
All right. So
Was I? Sorry. Go on.
go ahead. No. So let's just to make sure we are all on the same page. So I have notes here, 100%. So Oliver and Lorandir, right, all together. And then we have Thessalia. Let's say Thessalia kind of like is there, but extremely quiet for some reason today. And then you got Zachriel.
Me and
And
Thessalia's with us.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we got 2 teams there. So who would like to go first? So team Oli and Lori, or team Fess, Zach and La Cedric?
I think we just finished. Yeah, I think we just finished our kind of scene at the bookstore, so it's
all right. So
I feel like it's totally
sure. So
the others.
Perfect. So let's do Oliver then, and you, Lorandir. You are. What would you be
we had
doing?
a discussion about being nice to La Cedric next time, and I think we're just waiting for the meeting. We could step in the library, have a look while we wait, I guess, or something like that.
All right. Just to make it easier for you, I don't normally do that, but I don't want you to waste too much time. There will be.
We're just waiting, basically.
Yeah,
because you will around looking at books.
Okay.
We're not actually reading books. We're just waiting, having a look.
You kind of like
meeting the people there.
Yeah. So what you?
No, because eventually we'll have to come back to do some research. So I'm just
that's
looking
amazing.
who works there.
All right. So as you kind of like go, I think it's your first time actually in this library, likely.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
You see, it's kind of like a huge space. It feels like an open warehouse. Everything is organized fairly well, and you see books. Most of them, in terms of cleanliness, you see that it's not really looked after as it should be, just because the shelves are way too high. You see kind of like wooden stairs that kind of like slide around, and you see like a semicircular chamber where you two are. In there, you see there is a couple of librarians, a man and a woman, kind of like doing their own things. They are both humans. The one of them will approach you, the woman. She's kind of like older looking, kind of with glasses, like a little bit quieter. She kind of like whispers, even though there is no one in the library doing anything. There is tables around for kind of like doing research, but there is no one there. And she kind of whispers, "Hi, how can I help you?" Like super low, you know.
We're just making some time. We have an appointment at 12 o'clock with in the castle, but we might have to come back to do some research. So we were just wondering if do you have lots of books, and some of them about maybe olden times, like really old.
Okay, yeah, we do have a lot. Definitely, as you can see here, all the books are classified. I can help you with anything you need. She looks towards Oliver, who is a little bit there behind. Oh, hi as well.
Yeah, not eating in the library.
He's not. Are you eating in the library? She kind of like goes like her eyes go like.
No. No.
Is that pocket bacon?
No. It's wafers. I'm not eating though.
Vanillian? She kind of like turns around and look towards the man. Let's get the brush. You see the kind of like older, kind of like also human man.
We're not staying. We're just going for a meeting. It's fine. It's fine. Just
See, no food.
Okay. All right. So I am Millian.
We might need some.
Nice to meet
Millian.
you. Yes, I'm my husband,
Yeah.
Vanillian.
I'm Lorandir, and this is Oliver.
Oliver.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, we will probably come back here later. We have some queries about, what happened, with the war before, and some lost cities of lost names, things like that.
Oh, the city of lost names.
Yes.
Sounds ominous. Like what everyone tells you every time you say the name.
So, well, we'll be back. But you are open the whole time. You don't close. Do you?
Yes, we are
you
open.
have like 9 to 5?
Well, we're not open after our times are 8 to 8.
8 to 8.
Yes.
Yes. So if I have if I need information between 8 and 8.
Yes. I mean, if it's an
grab-
emergency or something, you can just
knock
on the door. But we will be closed.
Oh, you live here?
Yes, we actually have like a backside of the little chamber.
So you eat in the library?
We
basically
go out to eat,
Wait.
and then we come back to our dormitories.
I thought we weren't allowed to eat in the library.
We don't.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
We do not eat at the library.
But you said you live here. But
Yes, we have a room here, but we don't eat here. We get the food like
there is-
everyone else on the canteen.
Are drinks allowed?
It depends which kind of drinks. Water is allowed.
It's definitely water.
You see the
Nobody
husband, she
drinks
kind of
water.
like looks at her and kind of makes sign language for how long are they gonna be, when are they gonna be coming back. You hear a parrot kind of flying through the window with a message, very important probably.
Oh, messenger parrot.
Yeah. Thank you, Lucky, for that.
Well, okay,
Alright.
we'll be back. Probably after the meeting, maybe this afternoon. But
That's all right. Nice,
Okay.
interesting gauntlet. What is that? She kind of looks towards your gauntlet, Oliver.
Don't put it behind his back. It's
that makes it look like more suspicious.
I guess you're right. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's just kind of a bad prank at this point.
Wow, it looks really badass, though.
Do you think I could still pick up chicks with this? I shouldn't say that.
I mean,
I mean, what would chickens wouldn't? There's one scared chickens.
Chickens. Yes.
What you said? That's what you said, right?
what?
You're picking chickens.
He said blacking chicken. Right, take the feathers off. Yes, I'll try chopsticks. Anyway, this is getting really awkward. Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. We'll go back.
Slowly.
Wait, before we go,
What?
do you have any books about?
Can you speak lower, please? Sorry, keep going.
So there's nobody here.
Do you have any books on flowers?
Oh, we do definitely have book on flowers, yes. Many books on flowers.
Flowers or medicinal herbs? Either of those would be fine.
All right, yes. The books are not to be taken out, really. Your research is to be conducted here. I have a very sensitive ear, so that's why everyone speaks like this. And we don't want to disturb the people doing the research.
So if we need to take a book out of the library, who do we ask?
You will have to ask for my permission, but I probably never authorize it. Yeah, I'll give you a straight ahead answer.
Yeah, but who's your boss? That's what I'm asking. Who's your boss?
Oh, you
In
want
case.
to climb the chain of command on me?
No,
right?
I'm just going to know. Sometimes.
You can ask your
It's nice to know.
for that.
Okay.
No, maybe it's in the library. No, I'm joking. It's not true.
Lauren, dear, tell Thea to be quiet.
Yeah, you see Paladon is kind of like squeal.
He's getting really bored. Okay. Um,
Are you sure we can't? Do you have any copies, maybe, or like, maybe?
could you write us
notes?
a copy? Like, if you start writing right now, maybe by the time we come back, you have like a paragraph or something.
Get in the room. Officers are used to getting what you want. Commanders, I mean. So, yeah.
I mean,
I'll
it's new
try
for
my
me, so
best. Yeah. I don't do
Well,
scribing.
I am used to getting what I want.
And I don't work for money. I do it for the passion. So if you're trying to bribe me or some shit like that, it's not gonna work. I'll tell you right away.
What if we offered you a book in exchange?
But I have every book I want. Which book will that be?
Oh,
She says.
Do you have provocative books?
Oh, those kind of books. There's a lot of Elven authors of that genre, but I don't have any. She says. I look down for a second.
Is she telling the truth?
You can make an insight check.
can I do like, yeah, I want to check an inside to see if she looked to the corner of the library where maybe she hides the books of.
Okay. As you kind of make an insight, tell me what you roll. 1 second. The both of you.
13.
14 on insight.
Okay. With a 14, Oliver, you see on her face, she's kind of not telling the truth.
I knew it. Where are the smutty books? Like the evocative ones that you're hiding? And I'll say that's kind of like a little louder.
I'm not hiding. We only have, at the moment, we only have blazing scales of passion. But it's a bit.
And you haven't finished it, have you?
It's a bit heavy though. It's about a draconian falling in love with a maiden princess.
How much?
Wait, aren't draconians new things?
Are you trying to outsmart me?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a new book. Yeah.
Are you? You know he has a name. You don't have to call him Elf.
I mean, I said elf, like I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you elf. That was quite rude. What's your name, sir?
I'm Laura.
No. He's quite offended, and we deserve some sort of recompense for this.
I mean, it doesn't look very offended to me, but I see your angle. You know what?
Can I try to stealthily kick his ankle so he looks a little disgruntled?
Sure.
Well, I'm really disgusted with you.
I'm sorry. I need this slander.
This
Would it be sleight of
NPC
hand or
is
stealth?
crazy,
Sure.
dude.
Either. Whichever you
Either?
prefer.
Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'll burn an inspiration for this shit. I want this.
And you can make a perception check, Lorandir. And this will
I'll do a
be
personal one.
also perception on if you see any smart books around, if you're interested. If you find blazing scales of passion anywhere.
26.
Wow. Okay. With a 26, you do not get Oliver's hand as he kind of does whatever to piss you off a little bit. And you do realize that kind of like on the back of the reception desk, in amongst papers, you see like a book that he has seems to have like a dragon scale relief made out of paper, you know, like when you do like a very thick paper that is kind of like almost looks like it's very nice work though. The cover.
It's like is it on the top of the counter?
Yeah, on the counter.
Can I
she's
go
put
there and
papers on
pick it up?
And,
What are you doing?
Oh,
Why are you pissed
look.
off? What are you doing to each other?
because Oliver, what did you do to Lorandir actually exactly?
I'm gonna step on his toes, like not like absurdly, but I'm gonna step on them so he looks upset. I'm I'm trying to get like you've hurt his feelings, incredibly so.
Are you rolling with this, Lorendir? If you are, make a deception check.
I'm just looking at him disappointed, like. Look at the book.
I want it. I want it.
This book?
I want to take it home.
Why would you want to take it home?
Book?
Wait, we live together. You're not taking it home.
Where are you taking my book? Did I really offend you?
You can buy one of these.
Yes, you offended him. Look at him. He's got almost a tear in his eye. Blinder players, I need this.
She kind of looks at you, Lorendir.
Look, I feel like we all live here. We should all, get along. We are working for the same,
Okay.
to defeat the dragons.
I tell you what.
Not this one, which is good.
I have a couple of days left to finish the book. Then I can lend it to you to read here, if that's okay. How is that?
No, we really want to take this with us.
But what do you mean? Do you think you are gonna be not finishing the book? I don't care how much offended he is. I'm finishing this book. I'm sorry.
Oh, so it's really good then.
Oh yes,
It's really
God, it's so good.
Can you tell me what happens
really
on the third
together.
page? Can you read like can you just tell me what happens on like the third page of the book? Give us like come on, give us some details.
She kind of looks towards her husband.
Well, no, there's spoilers. You have to read it yourself.
I'm sorry. That will be fun.
I just want to know how spicy it is.
It's against the librarian's code to reveal spoilers.
I mean, it's called Blazing Scales of Passion. Hello.
Okay, then we have to get this.
Look, I'm sure, La Cedric will get it for you. Like, I'm sure he knows someone. Maybe, he might even know, the publisher.
You think Cedric could be nice enough to get me this?
I mean, if you're nice to him, maybe.
I've been nothing but nice.
Nah, you have not. I mean, you just bicker at each other, and you're not even trying. We had a discussion earlier, and you have to be nicer.
This discussion outside the library. Thank you. See you later.
Of course we will, and I'm gonna take Lorendir and push him outside, and I want to see if I can swipe the book as stealthily as possible.
Okay. At this point, Lorendir, where will you have done
know
with
it's
the book?
you. I just drop it where it was.
Okay.
I'm going to. If he drops it, I'm gonna try and grab it.
She's alerted at the book at the moment, so you can make a stealth check, but you can make it a disadvantage because she's kind of like, she's waiting for you to leave, kind of thing. So, but you are very stealthy. So anyway,
can I with my gauntlet try to wave my fingers, and I want Sasha to knock over a couple piles of books, and I want her to caterwaul a little bit. So
all right, if you do that, that will be a straight roll. As
okay. Thank you, Sasha.
also make an stealth
Please,
check for Sasha, as she's gonna freak out if she sees a flying cat around with platinum wings.
I will burn one more personal inspiration because I want this book. So for the sleight of hand.
I mean,
Damn it.
sure.
17, and then you said a stealth check for Sasha?
Yeah, just to. That's not gonna change the DC or anything. It's just to see what happens after.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do a.
Wait, I
D20
should have done positive. I'll do Tressa's. Or sorry, Sasha's stats
Okay.
because I rolled my own stealth. There we go. Oh, Sasha got a nat 20.
Okay. So this is what happens. You beat just her 16 and your 16 matches. You got a +2.
I had a 17.
Okay, so if you have a 17, then you're fine. You take the book off her desk, knowing that you will be probably coming back here at some point soon, so she's gonna hunt you down But yeah, you take the book down, and Sasha completely stealthily, kind of like with a natural 20, just you see her because she comes out of your underneath from your gauntlet, underneath your robes and cape, kind of like, and slides through and knocks a few books and manages to go back to you so quick that the woman kind of distracts it, look towards the sound of books falling, and that's when you snatch it ever so quickly. Do you both leave?
Yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. We should go to the
Yeah, we
meeting.
gotta go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna push Lauren up.
Vanillian,
What do you mean?
Check this out, she says, and she kind of like looks towards the two of you as you're leaving.
Like,
Hi.
Nice to meet you, she says with this kind of like sour tone.
Yeah, by Million. Her name was Million, right?
Yeah, Millian and Vanillian. I don't know if you get a reference there, but yeah, pretty obvious. My creative name skills.
Do they just
are getting
mimic
really well.
words and the words come from somebody else, somewhere else?
Yeah.
They just mimic like.
Yep. Oh no, that's really bad. All right. Meantime, as you guys head towards the impromptu office where you know the meeting will be taking place, Zachriel and
I'm sure our friends will be already waiting for us there.
yeah, Zachriel and La Cedric, where are you? I imagine you guys are coming back towards the castle.
Yeah, because we had just finished at the bookstore anyway, I think. So I think we were just heading back in time for the meeting.
All right, perfect. So if that's what you, La Cedric, anything from you?
Yeah, I just wanted to double check that I arranged for that delivery to the castle.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that real?
Yeah, it will be coming in the evening. So yeah, no problem. That's all arranged.
Perfect.
You see the,
Thank you.
I believe it was an Orcman. I made a note here somewhere. So yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he kind of bids you goodbye as you leave the shop, the bookshop, and you start making your way through the market. You notice, as usual lately, the streets and the morale of the people is really low. You see, like, a lot of like unhappiness. The market is more and more scarce. There is less food than it used to be, less variety, and you see this kind of somberness on the people. Like, you can feel they're scared, in general. A few people greet you, kind of like look at you even, and you see like children as you pass, kind of like looking up at you with this sense of the hope you bring as they recognize your armor and even who you are. You're started to be known around. And you kind of make all your way. As you get to the courtyard of the castle, you start scaling through its city walls and stuff, and you make all your way. In the distance, as you, the four of you merge together, five of you merge together on this corridor as you are making your way towards the office.
How did it go for you guys? Did you guys get everything you need done?
Yeah. Hey, Ollie, what are you doing tonight?
Possibly trying not to die, depending on what mission they send us on.
So you're free, is what you said. Why don't we spend some time together and go fuck some whores and drink some booze?
Oliver's gonna
Vesalia
look at
kind
Lauren
of
here
looks
and
to
he's
the
gonna...
side for a second, like awkwardly.
I then look off into Gash's direction.
Golden.
Sorry,
eyes, steps.
sorry, Cedric, sorry.
Yeah, no, we got that.
I did it.
Dig.
My treat, present, gifts.
That you know what? We'll plan. We'll figure out something. That sounds like a plan, though. Is someone putting you up to this? Blink twice.
So that meeting is pretty soon. Should probably. What's it going to be about? I don't know. You know anything about it?
About yesterday, like, what the council dying and what we saw, and the city of lost names and all that.
I was
You
gonna
think they'll
say.
put one of us on the council?
I don't think so. That's
I doubt it. I tried, and it was kind of a foolish idea, but
I mean, we don't know the city
If
at all. I
Cedric
mean,
was going to say
they
something
put you.
really quick-witted and mean at that statement Oliver made, but he holds himself back.
I mean, we don't really
No,
know the
say.
city. Maybe you could be in the council, but I think you already have family in the council.
I mean, I was meant to be joining the council soon.
they were gonna let you in the council. Of course, they would let you in the council.
I know. I'm really great.
You hear.
Yeah, you're both great.
You
You
hear
have that in
your-
common. You're both really great.
You hear in your mind, La Cedric.
Oh, maybe if you kill Captain Walter, you could be in the council.
Oh, boy.
And you hear like for 3 or 4 little girl voices kind of laughing.
Wow.
You see the Cedric
We can help
start
you.
banging the side of his head with his hand.
Well, Cedric, if you don't want to go to the meeting, you don't have to.
No, I had something stuck on. There was a wasp.
Well, smack it. I'm allergic to
That's
wasps.
what I just did. You know what? You're right. I should have. Yeah, I should have smacked it. You were right. Yeah. Hey, is that a new outfit? Because it looks really good on you. By the way.
You're sweating, Cedric.
No, I've got fur. You can't see that.
It's really hot in here,
Yeah, it's probably a reaction from the wasp that stung me so bad right now.
Oh my god. Zachariel.
This is a long walk. Are we nearly there?
Yeah,
you
We're
Yeah.
outside. We're waiting for them to open the door.
Yeah,
Zachariel.
you can knock anytime. Yeah.
Let's knock
Well,
on
all
the
of
door, guys. Bang, bang.
Knock, 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 knock.
As you knock on the door, Alas opens the door. In there, sitting, you see that Marshal Bendry has claimed a modest meeting room that is down the hall from the council where the attack occurred. The room holds little more than a long table covered in reports. Through all window offer through the tall windows, you see a beautiful view of the city harbor and beyond. You can make a perception check later, but just wait for that. The marshal is standing by the window, gazing towards the horizon. From a seat on the table, you see Captain Walter, who bitterly looks at you, as well as Kenrick, who is also sitting down. As you enter, your father straight away says,
Here they are now. Perhaps if we hadn't put our faith on these cell swords, my true son will be by my side and the governor will still be alive.
and you see
Oh, we
the
actually
kind of-
found Edwin.
You see that the marshal kind of looks towards you and looks towards him and kind of like rolls her eyes in a very discreet way, kind of thing. And Alas looks down and Kenrick looks down. It's kind of like so awkward. And you said that, and he kind of ignores you like you didn't speak. Just kind of like.
I mean, if you hadn't led the whole garrison into a trap, they would have been here, and probably the council would be alive.
I mean, I'm sure we had good reason for it, but apologies for being. That was my fault. I was busy talking about whores and drink. Excuse me.
That's not a right way to speak in front of a lady.
And Marshal Bendry says,
I'm
"Oh, it's
sorry,
okay, it's
again."
okay. Horses are a thing. It's not a big deal. But yeah, not maybe council appropriate conversation. Anyway,
Apologies.
oh no, it's so great. Captain Walter, didn't you have to do something you mentioned? You fully debriefed now, right? And he looks kind of like with his face like, what? Am I leaving now? And will anyone kind of add to that?
I would just open the door for him.
Wait, you said Captain Walter's leaving?
Yes, I have some errands to run actually, and I don't really want to be in the same room with you people at the moment. after everything you've done.
And he kind of stands up.
There's the door.
Thanks for your apologies, Larian.
You're welcome.
And he kind of keeps going.
I sent a
Can I
message.
close right behind him? Like,
Can I send a message?
Sure, please go ahead.
I'm gonna say, oh, someone's not important enough.
You hear kind of like a
From behind the door.
Yeah, from behind the door that is already closed, and even you hear him stopping. Like you gather that he's kind of considering
Or
whether
if
to
there's a
come
lock,
back. Yeah,
I will lock the door with the key.
you hear a second kind of sigh, and then like his boots kind of walking as his diamond cape kind of making sound and tingling, kind of as jingling, I'll say, jingling, yeah, something like that. He's making diamond crystal sounds, and he leaves. Make a perception check, everyone, if you want. As the window is right open, it's a huge, tall window, and inevitably you actually see ahead, and you see the harbor and. Okay. Zachriel, as you kind of like, just with a glance, you look kind of like on the window bay and kind of harbor, you actually notice where there is a forest, like a green kind of trees, kind of covering an area of the bay that you don't actually remember being there before. Also, based on the location, it feels memorable, but at this point it's like the meeting is about to happen and it's a bit too many things happening. It's just like it strikes you for a second.
Unmute.
No
And so a force that's just appeared near the bay that was never there before.
What?
That's what you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seems Zachriel's new eyes are working very well. And he goes,
Make a survival check if you want, actually, just rolling on that.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, why?
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm just gonna let that go. Survival.
Yes, please.
Whack. I'll have 13.
Yeah. Seems like you should know kind of the city, but you're not that familiar with it yet, and the kind of aerial view is not making it easier, and you think, what is there kind of thing, and then you kind of not sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'll necessarily bring out the meeting just yet because I don't know how that's important to the current meeting.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go.
Fair.
And we're hardly here. We're always off a mission. So like you say, I don't think Zachriel's had the time to really know the city.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
You do know that I'm from here, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's worth bringing up a random forest that I'm sure or not sure has always been there. I don't know if that's still something that I would
Message. Message.
I don't know. Zach. I feel like I'd be a bit too metagamey if I did that.
Please take a seat, all of you. Would you like some tea, some refreshment, or something? You see there is a tray kind of on the table with tea and cups and stuff, and Alas seems to be drinking, so is Kenrick. The both of you, Kenrick kind
I'll
of
have some
greets you.
tea. Or after last night, I think you should do tea. Yeah.
Can I do some kind of check the quality of the tea to see if it's appropriate for the Cedric to have?
Sure, make a insight check on the tea. Let's call it that. Quality check on the tea.
$15.
With a 15, surprisingly, this tea seems to be kind of like a rare, smoky, some kind of like a tea that is not local, and it seems to be much better than you will think it will be, surprisingly. Then at that
Do you
point,
know-
you notice that Marshall Bendry has her own cup that is the only one that matches the sad teapot, and then the other cups are not the same. So it feels like this is her teapot set potentially.
Who? Sorry.
Marshall Bendrix, the
Bendry.
woman
Okay.
who is the kind of like the leader of the soul of the armies at the moment. Yeah.
Well, I'll say, oh, Miss Bendrick, compliments on the Darjeeling you provided for us today.
Oh,
I'll take a cup.
oh, I'm surprised you spotted it. Yes, oh, great. I am a great fan of teas all around the
I can
continent.
see.
Yeah, this
Wonderful stuff. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Please. So, before I say anything, I want to make it very clear that I trust you dearly. You have proven yourself as a great heroes, and we are very proud on the special forces with the work you've been doing. However, your father, Captain Walter, has been spreading rumors that that you could have saved Kalaman leaders, and some locals are looking to someone to blame on this terrifying slaughter. So I'm a bit concerned with that heat going on at the moment. I have spoken to him already, but he's not easily persuaded, let's say. He's a man of deep beliefs. Nevertheless, could you please explain me what happened yesterday evening, since the moment you arrived until everything, please? Included how the governor died. I have been briefed by Kenrick, so I have his side of the story, and Kenrick looks down in shame with this kind of face, like not happy at all. But please.
When we arrived, everybody was dead, so
No.
we were told that some new Knights of Elamnia had arrived and they were going to the castle, so we followed.
Uh-huh.
And then there were some knights in the door that wouldn't let us pass. When we realized they were undead, we fought.
Uh-huh.
And by the time we got to the council room, everybody was dead except for Kenrick.
Hmm.
And there was like a ghost possessing him.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, they claim to be Kardok.
Yes, that name actually. We have been doing our research on the name that Kenrick also gave us, and apparently this Karadok seems to be some seneschal in history. Obviously, he wasn't really he was a spirit, right? You mentioned Kenrick. He wasn't really a... Was it?
Yeah, he was a ghost.
Okay.
Yes, like-
Apparently, this spirit has been alive for a few hundred years, like 300 and something, I believe, based on the research. So he's been Lord Soth's seneschal for all this time. That is a bit suspicious, something to do with the legend and the curse. We thought Lord Soth was dead for quite a couple of 100 years, but recently he just has research out of nowhere. Dargar Keep once more seems to be habitated. That is another concern for a different day.
Mm.
Okay, so the catacombs is the part. From there onwards, I know what happened to Kenrick. He mentioned this
yeah.
undead friend of yours from Bogler, something like that, appeared out of nowhere and healed you all. Could you tell me who this woman is?
Leridar.
Oh, you do know her name. Kenrick wasn't familiar with her. Lidara, you said?
Lidara, yeah.
She's a friend. She's an ally.
All right, but she's...
I think she's the one that cursed Soth or Carador. Soth, right?
yes, Lord Lawrence Soth.
Yeah. apparently Carter was there to stop us from stopping Lord South, so he was stalling us. But after we dealt with him, we ran, and we went through some catacombs.
The Seal Catacombs, yeah, this where the honorable Knight Salamir, the Dragon Slayer, oh God, you had the
Yes.
privilege to see his tomb, I believe.
Yes. We had some visions that might, paint a different story.
Oh, on Salamir's story, you mean?
I mean, we saw him going to the city of lost names, I think it was, and to stop
The city
to
of
talk to
Lost
the
Names.
dragons.
She looks like she's never heard the
They
name
were
before.
discussing. They were discussing. I don't know what the dragons were doing, but they weren't happy. And they were discussing for them to stop what they were doing. And we noticed somebody in the background doing some whispering. So he might have been influenced, but he killed that gold dragon with his Dragonlance.
That's not the story that we have, really. I believe we should, once things cool down, hopefully this war won't last for too long, we should organize the few scribes and historians to look into that. I feel it's quite shocking, really. I didn't really think that's how things were going. So I'm sorry to
I mean, we just
find that.
were there just in
news.
time for Sailor Soth leaving with some flaming orb. So I don't know what that is about.
A flaming orb? She kind of looks...
Yeah, like purple drip with flames or something.
That is worrisome. She kind of looks into the horizon for a second.
And Salamir kept saying that he had been called to the north. I guess to the city of Lost Names to join Soth.
Right. Regarding the orb, we believe there was some magic involving. We don't really know how things happened, but at some point, the Knight Salamir himself took pride of this sphere of power, he called it. We didn't really had a name for it. He kept it for himself only. And he did claim that they were the last flames of the cataclysm, something that really didn't really make sense to us or anyone. And his last request was to be interred with it. That's why the blazing orb that you talk about was there. We don't really know what it does or properties. Any of the mages could discern what it actually did, if anything. But it looked pretty and purple. I had never been there myself, but we were, based on Kenrick's debrief and things that you told him and Alas and all of you together, we made that research, prepared for the meeting.
And that was just before the cataclysm, right? Or just after?
Before.
Around the same time?
Yeah, kind of before. I'm not sure of the exact timeline, but we believe that we don't really know anything of this City of Lost Names. I've never really heard of it. We haven't really been able to ascertain anything on it, to be honest with you. We
I mean, on our
do know
vision,
that
the
it was
city
a
was floating in the air.
yeah, that's the only thing that the legend says, that it was a flying city that used to belong to Istar at some point. We know that, but that's as far as we know. So you claim there was dragons living there.
I don't think if they were living there, but they were definitely there doing something, and Salamir was sent to like ask them to stop.
So
There was a priest-like figure. I think he might have been living there.
you mean
Visions are kind of
the king
weird.
priest you're referring to, I guess.
I don't
There
know.
were king priests in
Priest-like
High Star,
figure.
Istar. That was the way. Their highest leader was the high priest.
He was holding an orb, green orb, with colors and things. Not the same orb, but different orb.
I mean, we don't really know much of it. We could try to, if you think it's relevant, we could try to research and look for his name. Maybe, if that helps on anything.
Sure.
She looks towards Alas. Could you look into that? Of course, Marshall.
So we might be going to the library. So if we need to take like books out of the library, we were told that we're not allowed.
Oh yes. I gather you met Millian and her
Vanillian,
husband.
yeah.
Yes, they are very unique. But I will give you a special authorization. But you will
Still
not be.
love that.
I will really appreciate if you didn't take the books out of the castle, as they are property of the Alliance, and their research could be relevant. We try to keep them there so anyone can research rather than things not be there and then you're looking for something.
But what if we need to, like, if there's a map of the northern wastes and we need to, like, refer to it to find the city?
I can organize that for you. That's not a problem.
Okay.
But we're going to speak each other. If it's something that is really important for your research, I'm sure we can figure it out. Definitely.
There is one book that's important to our research, and I'd prefer if you didn't ask why. But there was a book, Blazing Scales.
What?
Very important.
That's not important at all. What are you talking about?
Blazing Scales.
No,
Sounds
don't.
Draconian, for sure.
I know that book.
Yes,
Oliver, what are you doing? What?
I just want to make sure that if
Make
If we needed
an
to-
Oliver, if
insight,
you want that kind
make
of
an
book,
insight
I
check.
have a copy.
Anyone who wants to, or perception even better. Either are.
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
I'm just so shocked with
Yeah.
Oliver. Like, what?
Only you, La Cedric, noticed that for a second Kenrek looks uncomfortable just with the 2 lines of the name of the book. But she doesn't seem to flinch much. And based on what you
Ollie, I mean,
find out about him yesterday, it doesn't surprise you, yeah.
Ollie, I've got a copy if you want that book so bad.
you have a copy,
I mean, yeah.
Make either a deception check, persuasion. If you really want to have a copy, make a fate roll, but make it a disadvantage.
There's a copy in the library.
Fate roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. So just roll.
I didn't mean to roll that.
Yeah. So.
Load.
Wow.
Yeah, load, yeah.
Sure. It's true. La Cedric has a copy of it. That you will know. So you can make persuasion check if you want, La Cedric.
Sure.
What would you have?
22.
Insight from you, Oliver, if you want.
It would have been the 13.
All right.
That's Good to know and interesting to learn. Uh, we'll talk about this later because I do you read books like this all the time, Cedric?
I mean, let's get back to the meeting.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. So, do you have any ideas why, let's call him Soth, may have an interest on the city of Loner's names in the northern Westies?
Well, I mean, it was a floating city, so they must have like lots of magic things, artifacts. It was for the Cataclysm, so
Okay.
it was like the height of the magic in this continent.
All right. That makes sense. Based on that, I believe he might not be a direct further threat to the city. If the troops are going that way, potentially we might have a bit of time at the moment. That is good.
Yeah, but if they find something, they will come back with it
Yeah,
to us. So.
the thing is that the northern wastes are barren. It's a deadly region. Difficult. There is flash floods and things that could be deadly. There is creatures that don't exist anywhere else, and traversing with the wastes with an army is gonna be very challenging. So, in terms of their traveling speed, that will give us a huge advantage, as they will be able to.
Maybe a smaller team.
Yeah, I was thinking something like we already spoke with Kenrick and Alas before you arrived, and we were thinking a few hundred, maybe 200 soldiers will be given to Kenrick's command. Some of those soldiers will belong to the Ironclad Regiment, kind of Kenrick knots. So I was thinking if you were so kind to join, it would be good for you to kind of travel with them and find out the Dragon's army agenda in there. How is that sound?
How far is the journey?
It's just a few weeks, it's fine.
It's hundreds of miles, I have to say, but a few weeks. But think that, as I mentioned, their army is 1,000 strong, so they will be traveling much slower than our.
If we could find Elgot Dark Teacher, he was studying the city, maybe he would have an idea, but I think he disappeared. Maybe we should look for him.
Sure. Kenrick, will you look into that, please? And Kenrick kind of like says, of course.
And even if he's gone, maybe he's got some books or some writings that he may be keeping in his place where he lives, or I don't know, he works for the university, or I don't know.
All right.
But there might be some information.
I mean, it will be that will be really good. Definitely, I love that. And Kenrick kind of nods again. I was thinking to avoid the attention. It will be good. A few ships will ferry with the troops at night across Kalaman Bay. That way, they will be pretty much invisible, and they will be traveling by sea and then entering the wastes from the sea side. That will be a much better approach. That way, we could also gain distance on them as well. And I'll tell you the information once everything has been settled, but that's kind of pretty much the plans. Did you find anything else down there on the sealed catacombs? Anything interesting?
Oh, we found this cape.
Oh, nice.
It's elvish, not so apparently. It's magical.
I'm surprised. Whatever you have found there, it was obviously meant to be for you. No one has actually managed to find anything on the time that has ever been down there. We didn't even know that things like that will be protected there. It seems to be some kind of enchanted thing, right?
Maybe Loshoth broke the enchantments and everything was there. I don't know.
Okay. We have heard that the presence of ancient relics potentially down there, so... Okay. Unless you guys are concealing information, you can make a deception check if you want.
Well, somebody is, but we don't know about it.
Yeah. So the rest of you who are not saying that you found more things can make a deception check if you want.
I mean, it was just that and the
I mean,
plus one weapon,
technically,
right?
Cash wasn't there. Cedric was there, but Cash wasn't there, so I don't know what the fuck they found. So, do I still have to roll, or
Your character was there, so yeah.
deception, right?
So there was the magical weapons. That was the thing that we were talking on the chat. You remember that you were saying there was like a long sword. There is like a few things there, magical weapons, as well as Sacriel's blessing and +1 dagger that got infused into his weapon due to the magic that happened to him as well, and all those things.
I rolled a 2.
As well as your Dragonlance that you took quietly, even though no
We
one
don't
really
know,
knows.
so the only
you
one
don't
that
know,
knows is Oliver.
but it's still deceptions checks are needed. This is a group thing,
rolled
so
a
it's not
2,
individual, and the DC is
cool.
low because she trusts you. So 7 for you, La Cedric.
Yeah.
Okay,
23 for Oliver.
cool. Sacriel, deception check from you, please.
1 second.
No worries.
Deception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many group
You have-
inspirations we have?
You
Got
guys
three,
you guys are fine. She trusts you, actually. So she's not really looking for anything, you know? 10 was the DC, because she's not really looking into you in that way. So she kind of like says,
That's
oh,
good.
all right. Good. So it will be good if your whatever you found there will be very important for us. Hopefully we'll be able to thwart their plans before they come to execution. I feel otherwise that the rest of Kalaman's military should focus on fighting the nearby Dragon Army forces and restoring Kalaman's government while you guys do your research and mission on the Northern Oasis. Any questions?
Would the good Captain Mortis have any more influence or power over the military after his amazing strategic blunder that just happened recently?
For the time being, hopefully not. That was an emergency thing. I mean, he has rank, even though he's semi-retired at the moment, because the war status, his position in the military has been reinstated in a way. But he will not be going to the Northern Oasis, and we will try to avoid him being in charge of operations unless it's really necessary. But without Alas and Kenrick here, it's going to be a bit harder. Go ahead, Oliver.
What is he going to be doing while we're out there and he's staying here?
I mean, you should ask him. He's your father. I don't know. As far as we have any plans, we don't really have any plans for him here at the moment. So hopefully not a lot. The council, people from the council are returning. She looks towards Kenrick again. You did send a message, right? Oh yes, I sent a message for Boba Longhorn this morning. So it was a magical message, so she should be returning hopefully tomorrow morning. I have sent a message with a scroll of recall for her to make her way as soon as possible. And she will be leading the council for the time being with my help. But worry not, there is no way that Captain Walter will be joining the council for as long as I'm a marshal here. I don't find his ways ethical and approve. He's got an old mind and he's not what we want with the Alliance anymore.
That's good to hear. If news does break or if anything changes, would you be able to alert us as soon as possible with the Ravens?
We will try our best to keep you updated. We will be talking backwards and forwards while you are there. So sure, no worries. If something happens,
Good.
I will, as a personal favor to you, as is based on the interactions and things that I've heard around, I'm aware that you don't really get on with him very well.
Listen, I'm not here to discuss about parental or family issues. I'm here to discuss about
I know.
the job.
That's why I'm telling you that as a personal favor, I'll keep you updated of Captain Walter's moves if needed and relevant to the missions. Worry not. All right, more things. And she kind of goes through she's got like a PowerPoint kind of thing list in there. Let me make sure that I give you everything. It will be good for you to get out of Kalaman. I think it will be also a good thing to avoid the ire of the people, in case it gets to that I don't think it will. But it will be refreshing for you as well, I guess. I will suggest... yeah, go ahead.
As a way of like quelling these thoughts that have been spilled by the good Captain Walters, and available seats are now here on the council, might be a wise decision to have someone lead, not so much to say lead the armies, but have an influence in their direction. And I can't think of anyone better than Oliver Silverrunner. He's had previous military experience. He's become quite the force on the battlefield in these separate missions, and I think it would be a wise choice for you to maybe have him here temporarily, just to quell these rumors and show our united front.
She looks towards you, Oliver.
Oliver's mouth is just kind of open a little bit and a little stunned. And it would be nice, and I do have some experience, and I know what the soldiers are going through, so I can take care of them.
That's good. I mean, your purpose on this trip will be to be secret, kind of silent kind of force, rather. The troops will be following you and you will be reporting back to them, but they will have their own slow kind of ascent through the wastes, and you will be ahead informing them and kind of going back to recon and rest and things like that. So definitely we will consider that. She looks towards Kenrick. being that most of the army forces that we'll be sending with you are part of the Ironclad Regiment, Kenrek, who has a deeper connection due to... And she kind of gulps for a second before she says, casual and smile, rest her soul. I think it will make more sense that he, for now, takes the lead on the army forces, as you guys will not be really traveling with them, but I will keep that in consideration for the future. Thank you, La Cedric and Oliver. What I was gonna say...
politely.
Sure. Fantastic. I will recommend you to visit the library and learn whatever you can yourselves about the Northern Wastes, so you can be aware of what's going to be happening there. I just had like a line here that says that, yeah, Wasted Barren, deadly region. Yeah, but you can find out more, please, and familiarize yourselves with that. Anything else you'd like to add? Zachriel, you've been awfully quiet. Well, not that awfully quiet.
No.
But quieter than
not
usual.
particularly. I've just been keen to listen, and I think this is all pretty much in hand. I think what we suggested is probably the right way to do what we need to do at this current juncture. Of course, we can, like, obviously knowing about Captain Walter's movements and all these sort of things and all these other factors that are happening, it's good to be in the know, so if we need to pivot, we can.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for that as well.
But in terms of input, I have nothing to do at this juncture. I think we just need to action things.
All right, fantastic. So if that's it, I think let me just go through it. And she kind of checks her paper again. The ships will be wrecking will be stopping in a secluded cove called Reckless Edge, that is on the southern shore of the Wastes. In there you will be disembarking. I'll put it here. Copy it in Roll20 if you guys want to. Yeah. From there, you guys will separate and then day by day we'll take it by that. I would really like you to depart the following night, if it's okay with you all. But
I mean, do we need to be quick? Do we need to... should we wait?
We shouldn't really... I mean, we are not ready for tonight. We are organizing a lot of things, so we definitely need one night,
okay, well then,
for sure. But if you want to do 2 nights instead of 1, I will be willing to do that. But I would prefer to do it tomorrow night, if that's okay with the
Yeah, we
rest
should
of
be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, if that's when you can be prepared by, then we'll just have to wait.
All right, fantastic. Anything else that comes to mind, please let me know. I will be around. Righty. And with all that, if you guys want, we could take a little break now, if that works with you, Lucky, as well.
Sure
That would be perfect.
All right, so let's do that. So thanks you all for watching. Don't go too far away. We'll be back in a few minutes. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye. All right, and we are back. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for waiting as we are continuing our story. So you still remain on the office at the moment with Captain Bendry, Marshal Bendry, as well as Kenrick and Alas. And as you are guys there, she says, all right, so is it anything else you want to add on?
I know there's not a lot of going on, but if we can get access to any potions, any kind of things that you might get us for the
Sure,
trip.
of course.
I know
That's,
the war is happening and you won't have it.
all right, I'll speak to a herbalist and see what we can do. I'm sure we can provide you. I'll speak to Alas as well directly, and maybe we can take them along. Also, just as a funny fact, also one more person will be going with you. I think you met already Tatina Rockeldust. She's volunteered to join the journey. She's that little person you actually was one of the first missions we sent you to, and she's been
Oh, yeah,
working with
the
us.
one that almost killed us with her inventions.
Yes, that's the one. She's
Yeah, I remember her, yeah.
yeah, just in case.
That was fun.
She's kind of like
Yeah.
in disguise at the moment, so do not mention anything about her new violet blue hair, please. So, and yeah, everything should be good. And she will be able to help you as well if needed. She's very excited to test her Fargaps further, so I don't know if you're familiar with those devices, but...
Yes, she
Potions?
gave us a couple. Right?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So I will then be seeing you. If you need anything, I'll be here tomorrow morning if any new things come up. Otherwise, I should be seeing you upon return. Hopefully, in not too many weeks. And we will keep in touch anyway.
Well, actually, there was one more thing.
Of course,
We were
Oliver.
supposed to receive, we were supposed to receive payments for our duties. We just haven't received them in a while.
Oh, seriously? Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm ever so sorry for that. She looks at Kenrick. Who is in charge of that, actually? And Kenrick awkwardly goes
Probably
like,
one of the dead counselors.
yes, he should be the Counselor of Finance and Treasure. Albert. Oh,
Are all the soldiers being paid, or is it just us that you
Oh.
guys have forgotten about?
no. I think it's everyone, unfortunately, because it was meant to be due yesterday, actually, your payment. You didn't receive your first week payment either?
Zachriel, did we?
I don't think we received any, to be honest.
All right.
We have received one. We have received one.
I think we got money once.
Did we get one?
Yeah, I believe you did.
Okay.
So let me just make sure how much you'll be getting paid. I know you'll be getting paid double what it says on the module. I remember that.
I
Like
think it was
4,
2,000.
Yeah.
I
Oh, good try.
like
No,
40 gold, maybe.
I
yeah, I
don't
think it was something like that. Mhm.
That's definitely right.
Yeah, let me go into it 1 second. She will kind of like said, okay, I'll definitely look into it. I'm sorry, I'll make sure that you get
50 gold per week, right?
Way more than 50 gold. That
That's-
doesn't even get you a new pair of boots.
Per week, that's like 200 every month.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That seems.
That's
that
what I
seems
have when
pretty
we
good.
left. When
to
we
be
left
honest.
for the Tatina Rockeldust mission, that's what I got written
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
Cedric, I can't be crazy. That doesn't buy you a new pair of boots, does it?
It seems like a bit a
I
lot.
just
Yeah.
give my money to my shopper and they buy the thing. I don't know. I don't even know how much money I have or what things cost. So
So it's 25 gold pieces each per week. So that's
Yeah, but we're getting double, right?
I mean, the initial is much less. They're so cheap. Who is
Yeah.
gonna work in the Kalaman office for 5 gold per week? That sounds like a lot, like really bad, right? So we're doing
Oliver?
25. So we're doing 5 times what
Excuse
it's
you?
meant to be because I think it's ridiculous. So yeah, so you will have you can add 50 gold pieces because it's not very clear whether you got the first payment or not. So let's say you didn't.
Okay.
So each of you can add 50 gold pieces to your inventory. I will add it to Thessalia's character sheet as well myself. I'll make a note here. 50 gold for Thessalia. Let's add later. Okay. Cool. So my apologies for that. I will make sure that moving forward, as the new council members will be named. Alas, will you organize the payments for everyone? This is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry for this. Yes, of course. I will speak to see what I can do. Oh, okay.
Cool. Thank you for that, at least.
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing it up, and I apologize again. It's been a lot happening in the last few days, as you know. Alrighty.
I'm fairly aware.
Ah, yes. Alrighty. I forgot also. Yeah, just out of game and out of character. As you notice, Julia hasn't been joining us today, so she's unfortunately not with us this week. But Thessalia is around, so we wish Julia, whatever she's doing, she's having a good time, and we miss her as always. Coolio, you are bid goodbye, and after you start making your way. Kenrek stays in, so does Alas, and as you leave the quarters, the kind of like the office where you are as well. Oh, hey. La Cedric, is there anything else you wanted to ask before the meeting ends? Just to make sure. It's kind of ending, but we can go back in time. Anything else you would like to add? Add 50 gold pieces for your inventory. You've been paid for the 2 weeks that you've been working for the Alliance.
Yeah,
It's not a lot.
I just did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
No, I'm good.
All right. Cool. As you guys leave the office, after a few minutes, as you are gallivanting whatever in your way you're doing, you will be notified that there has been a message from Wayland arriving to you, specifically to you, Zachriel, and to you, La Cedric, that she would like to meet you, if possible, at some point.
Who's that? Sorry.
Whelan, she's the mage of high sorcery who is also in the council, even though she never really goes to the meetings. And you met her a while ago. She was the one who helped Oliver to change things and age him a little bit. She's like a raven feathers.
Oh no,
cloak.
we've met her.
Yeah.
We've done
Oh
that
yeah,
deal
I
with her.
remember all too well. Yeah.
Black
Yes.
robes. Yeah, that's her.
Do we like have to go? Like, what would happen if we didn't meet her?
Don't know.
I mean, I would quite like to have a discussion, see what she's. I mean, I've got all these new books and stuff. I would like to try and see if I can get more information, build just anything we can use in the fights. In the fights to come.
Okay.
I mean, I can go by myself. It's fine.
I'm not gonna let you go. I'll go too. I'll go.
Yeah, no worries.
You owe me dinner though.
Okay.
Sweet.
Would you like not to go, Zachriel?
No,
I mean,
I
the
will
message
go.
is for all of you, pretty much, but especially is for
Oh.
you too. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, definitely going.
All right.
Personally.
I will also be going.
Also,
I-
Oliver, you get another message.
I'd like. Ooh.
The message is from Sweet Gore and Bitter Tears. As you kind of like open this sealed little raven letter that has been delivered to you, without having to really go through the exact words, they seem to be really upset with you. As you are aware, they don't deal with Gaffel, and she mentioned to you in the past that he was very unsophisticated and frowned upon, and they wouldn't reduce themselves to those simple cheap drugs. They are still working on your weapon, and they would like you to go to pick them up whenever you can. Also, they are not happy with the business at the moment, so they are requesting for you to end business with them after the weapons have been done, but they will be willing to discuss it with you in person if you are not
So,
happy
Cisco,
with
just to clarify, did you say simple and cheap?
that. Yeah. But not him.
Thank
the
you.
How dare you?
The
How dare you?
That's
not
what I needed.
him. Not
Thank
him.
you so
No,
much.
he's not simple and cheap.
No,
He's
obviously
amazing.
no. That's totally something.
Just
totally
his drugs.
separate,
Yeah. Just his
The
Yeah,
drugs.
drugs.
just what
You
he
remember
liked.
that
Yeah.
this woman take pride on her tears and all this kind of like a whole thing about with labels and names and things, and she seemed very offended on the letter.
Yeah.
I still have the tears. I just preferred the Gaffel.
Simple and cheap. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
Just like your mother. Anyways, I will tag along with the gentleman, and then shortly after, I'll run over to Sweet Gore and Bitter Tears to go collect my new weapon.
All right, amazing. Also, as you're leaving, you hear as well from the marshal that for the time being, there will be no public interments going on. There will be a very small celebration that will be taking place this evening, where Becklin and Aaron, Cajal Smile, will be interred. And you are invited to it if you want.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Cool.
Definitely give him a send off.
And okay, and with all these things in mind, what would you like to do exactly? You have a few options there, things to do.
We
You
go
have
back to the library.
all right, so that could be. Will you all be interested in going to the library together to see what you can find out on the Northern Wastes before you go into your separate or even together endeavors?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to do some research and before going to see Wayland.
All right, amazing. So as you all make your ways down through the spiral staircases of the castle all the way down to the library, and once more you see, as you kind of enter, the door seems to be slightly ajar, and now there is a couple of people actually on that table going through books and doing some kind of research. You don't recognize who they are, but on the very far distance you see Vanillian seems to be on the desk. You don't see Millian anywhere for the time being, and he kind of nods and he writes on a paper, "May I help you with something?" Again. She kind of like stops and adds, "Again?" Question mark.
I know this lady. Have I seen this lady before?
You haven't really spoke to his husband, her husband. This is Vanillian, and he is mute. You know that he does not speak. He's non-verbal. Mute, I think, is kind of rude. Non-verbal, I think, is the right way. So he is writing on a paper to see what you want in the library. You are in the library already to do your research on the Northern Wastes. And you met him earlier on when you stole the book from them, from his wife.
Oh.
It's the same library in the castle still.
Oliver's just gonna keep walking with his buds.
Hey, listen, we need books on information on how to win this war. God damn it. Give me the directions on where to find that shizzle.
All right, City of Lost Names.
He kind of write down City of Lost Names in a paper.
Northern Wastes.
Yeah, Northern Wastes. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And what was the Lord Soth?
Okay, perfect.
Oh, have you got any books on how to kill dragons?
He kind of write Dragonlance, these books.
Okay. Where are they?
Yeah. He kind of keeps writing, and you kind of, based on what he's told you, you are giving him topics, and he's gonna find you, kind of like giving you directions to which aisles and which kind of like part of the library you will find these things.
I have to go myself. I have to walk and pick stuff. Can't someone bring it to me?
Just ask Lorinda to carry you.
And I don't do that.
He kind of
But
like
maybe any maps of the Northern Wastes, like
okay,
modern and old, so we can compare.
Okay. He kind of nods. Okay, City of Lost
Have you got any
Names.
books on recent military leaders and history?
He kind of looks again and nods. Okay. Alrighty, perfect. Alrighty, so let's do it as a check. So let's do topics. Lord Soth, you want to do it as a team and then do group checks together? Will that work for everyone? In each topic?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's start with Lord Soth, okay, for everyone? Let's do it. Investigation checks. The DC is very low based on his directing you, so we need 12s. That's the success.
Two
Wow.
nat 20s.
Fucking hell. All right, that is still more successes than failure. As you
I've
kind
got
of...
a 14.
Perfect. 14, 22, 28. Wow, okay, you know everything. Okay. So as you
I
kind
got a 10.
yeah. As you kind of like start going through the things, the research of Lord Soth, you will find the whole story of Lord Soth that I'm gonna tell you here, and then I'm gonna copy afterwards. You will have found from the visions, the things you saw from the visions, you will already know. That Lord Soth was a knight of Solamnia, Order of the Rose. He ruled the province of Nightland. Now, used to be called Nightland before as a knight, Lund, and now is knight as per the knight. The name changed after he became a death knight and he decided to change it. The same things that Soth was given the opportunity to be redeemed from the cataclysm and prevent it, and he failed his quest. That contributed on the dislike of the Knights of Solamnia in general. He tainted the name of them quite a lot. Legend says that he disappeared for a long time, but you know recently that he has been seen in Dargar Keep again, and even though the place is ruined and cursed and no one really goes there, there has been purple lights and weird incidents happening lately, more storms than normally as you pass before through those regions you were kind of cursed in a way and make things difficult, and there was forces that was compelling you to argue and kind of like, if you guys remember. More things on Soth.
So he's supposed to have died and then came back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He meant to disappear for a few hundred years, and then now recently he has resurfaced.
So people must assume that people would assume that he died, but then now he's
died
come back
again
as,
because everyone knew that he was a Death Knight. So in theory, he would have been immortal now, but he just vanished, kind of like disappeared, and there was no sights.
Okay,
of
so
him.
he died, he became a Death Knight, and then he disappeared, and now he came back.
Yeah, that's right. You hear names in there. It speaks of how he was married to a woman before called Isolde, who died mysteriously. The mysteriously is kind of highlighted on the notes, like you assume that is wanna accentuate how weirdly that all of a sudden she dies, and then he marries this a few days later another woman who they don't mention her name. And for disrespecting his dead wife's memory, the Knights of Solamnian cast Soth out of the order. I think that's information you didn't really fully have. You find out that he murdered his new wife that you already know, that is Lidara, and her body was never found, or his, as they burned on the fire, but then weeks after he just reappeared as his new Death Knight. There is a paragraph that explains between brackets that Death Knights are reanimated corpses, completely aware of their surroundings with magical forces based on their hatred, and that's what the main thing that keeps them going. And that's all you get from Lord Soth in there, Lawrence Soth. All right. In terms of a map of the Northern Oasis, you have no problem to find one. Whenever you want to look at it, let me know, and I will put you in the map thingy. Let's do it now, actually, as you find the map. Let me just make sure, because there is 2 poster maps, and one of them has the names, one of them doesn't. I'm gonna change it.
Is
right
there
now.
a big X with
I know,
City of Lost Names?
I know, it's so bad. There is a fucking X that you saw in the City of the Lost Names before. I do agree with this. Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, it's
Is
not
it?
this one. Yeah, there was.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
this
just
is-
joking, so we're thinking, oh no.
No, it's true though. It's really bad, and they don't tell you, which one is which, So it's really cheeky, because then you need to know. Let me just put here player's map, because yeah, PC map. I'm gonna call it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this one you can see, no problemo. So I'll put you there. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh, even you're there. It's just the party. Okay. Yeah. So this is the map you have of the general place. In terms of
Here, and then we just have to.
yeah.
Wait a minute. This one has the name.
Oh, you see the City of Lost Names there? You see?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Yeah. You don't know.
Hey, guys, I know exactly where to go.
You see, wrong one.
It's-
Fuck.
God damn it.
Fuck it. Okay, you see? I did it. So you're meant to have this one then.
Oh.
Okay, let's see now. That is the one, right? Yeah. That
Yeah,
one has
this
no
has no
names.
names.
Yeah, that's the one. But you see, this is so extreme because it's got no one name. It's like, come on, Ridiculous.
It's almost like it's suddenly lost.
Yeah, it's just so stupid, right? Okay. It even has no name of the continent here written. It's like a blank on where it should be the name of the continent. Okay. All right, cool. So this is the map. There is also a map of more kind of condensed map. Let me just show you this one. Let me see how fucked up this one is. Let me just see. 1 second. Yeah, okay, this one has no names, I think. Okay, yeah. They also give you this map that I'm gonna change now to. Come on, baby. This one. And this one is a more specific map of where you will be going, literally. And this is the Northern Waste, this kind of map. On there, you will be, as you were mentioned before, as it was mentioned before, you will be going to Reckless Edge here first. That is the place you see there on the map. Oh, you should be able to see it, yeah, okay. Kalaman is here, that should be also on the map. I just reveal a few places that will be written there on the map.
So yes, this is just to get us around the enemy forces so we don't meet them anywhere.
Well, they told us that some of them are going north.
Yeah.
Yes.
So some of them are going this way. And
Yeah.
some of them are going that
So
way.
that's why
But that they were slower. This is us trying to get ahead.
Get ahead of them, yeah.
Yeah. That will not be
And
a
this is
problem.
how it is. There's a lot of.
Say it again.
No, I'm just saying that this is just all made of.
Yeah, all those
Canals?
areas. Yeah, all those areas there. You will find out more on them. I will explain you where they are as your research keep going in a minute. Okay.
Sure.
So you have those two maps. This new map that you have access to whenever you guys want to as well. You can add that to your inventory. On the City of Lost Names, you find no information at all. Only one paragraph in a book that says that the city was called once Oniari. I'm gonna spell that. But that is all. It feels like whatever record it was of this has purposely been erased from history. And you think probably it's to do with the majors of high sorcery and things like that. There is information that is the different associations or kind of like factions, so we call it,
Like redacted.
don't want them to know. And this is the only name that you find saying the City of Lost Names, once known as Oniari.
Yeah.
And that's it.
one of the names that potentially went.
Do we know if that's like an elven name or?
You can make a history check if you want, yeah, on that to figure out what the name kind of sounds of,
Original.
like any language or kind of things like that could have.
I do know
derived
Elvish
from.
myself as well.
Okay.
I got
I
4.
also know Elvish.
Well, I'm just guessing. I don't know if it's Elvish. It might be
Yeah.
something else.
Just roll for history and then based on
Primordial.
you might find out what it is. Yeah.
I got a 4.
Unsure. Okay. One quick second. As you kind of like
I guess I'll roll one as well. Sorry.
yeah.
Terrible. Never mind.
Okay. Who got the highest roll?
I got a 17.
Cedric, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You will know based on your 17. You have never heard this name before, but you gather that this name seems to have like a human origins. Is definitely not Elven or any other thing that you know. On the contrary, is a very Cranian name, let's call it. It could make sense. It sounds like it fits the names. It's not, however, it is a newer name. So this, obviously, you know, this city, based on the history, will have been a quite new city.
Sure.
It means threshold. That's what the actual Oniari means
Threshold.
in an older kind of versions of human language, of common.
Okay. I'll tell the rest of the group this information.
It will make sense, not that you know anything of it, but just kind of like with a passive wisdom insight, it could mean that it was a threshold to the heavens based on the fact that it was a flying city. So that could have been the reason.
Right. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
But it's kind of like just into like your own logic, you know. There's no factual proofs of it, you know. So yeah.
Just they said you're guessing, basically.
Yeah, a very good guess.
Okay.
Well-informed guess, because you are a scholar, let's call it like that, as you are also Zachriel on that way. Cool. Let's do next. Yeah, go ahead.
DM, if I may, at this point I'm like, I think I need a bit more juice. And I will take out one of the new blank books I've done and just open it in front of me on the first page, blank. Okay. And I am going to take one of those books and I'm going to cast Borrowed Knowledge.
Ooh, what is that? Please
so
display
you
for
draw
us.
knowledge from the spirits of the past.
Oh, nice.
Choose one skill in which you like proficiency in. For the spell's duration, which is 1 hour for me, you have proficiency in that chosen skill.
Ooh.
And I'm going to choose that in history going for the next hour. I'm going to get proficiency.
Amazing. I love that.
I can imagine that using chronomancy, going back to the past, I stay here. My body, but my mind goes back. And my consciousness, if more than anything. And talking about these past spirits, I feel like my mind enters, I don't know, past scholars, and I'm kind of just there as a floating orb, and as I see this in any future checks going forward, you're just going to see my hand, and my eyes just glaze back with gold, and I'm just going to be like super writing like this, like a crazy person, just in this blank book with all this information that I roll going forward.
That's amazing. Okay.
And that's when my book's gone.
Coolios. As you kind of keep your research, let's do a different check. Now we're gonna be going into the topic of the Northern Wastes itself. So I need everyone to roll another investigation check, please.
Was it investigation or history checks we're doing?
Sure,
Sorry,
you
for the
can
books.
do. I'm happy with history too, as you are looking into your memories to kind of help your research as well. That's okay.
Okay, yeah.
They said you got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Slightly better this time, 13.
4.
You said history, not investigation, right?
Either or, whatever you want.
Yeah, either history or
It's the same for me
investigation,
anyway.
whichever one you want.
I'm gonna take a nap.
This is a group check, so
Nat 1.
yeah. Okay, so that is 2 failures, 3 failures there. Okay, so unfortunately on this topic, you only find one name. Also, there is not a lot of military leaders. You find a name, Kitiara Uthmatar.
Ooh.
I'll put it there. Kitiara of Mata is one of the most infamous warriors, commanders at the moment. She's also known as the Blue Lady, and once upon a time she used to just be. Her story is kind of like she used to only be part of an adventurous group, and then somehow her rank grow as her knowledge in controlling armies and stuff. And there is in brackets note saying after betraying her group and joining the Dark Forces, she now is the leader of the Blue Dragon Army during the war at the moment. And that's kind of like a note that has been added on the last, probably not too long ago.
So she's the one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Have any of us heard about the Blue Dragon Army or no?
You just will know.
Well, we know the Red Dragon Army, right?
Yeah, you know that there is armies based on the colors. You were not sure.
Yeah.
You are not sure of how many, but based on that, you know the Red Dragon Army. The leader of the Red Dragon Army is Consol the Fire Eyes, the high commander, and you now know that the leader of the Blue Dragon Army is this lady Kitiara Uthmatar.
They also call her the Human Bird of the West.
I know, that's where I got the name from, actually, from the lore of Dragonlance. I thought it would be so cool for her to be called Kitiara from this.
So at least
actually,
got a name of another leader. Okay, that's useful.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who knows? You might
Another
one
leader
day
joins the
encounter the Blue Dragon Army. Pray that you don't. All right.
No.
As this was not a very good check, this was the military leaders we said, just to try to be more benevolent. Let's do one on the Northern Wastes this time. Investigation of history as well.
Okay. Oh god, I'm rolling dog shit.
22 for the Cedric.
Okay, perfect. 22 for La Cedric. Just let me just check.
Cedric, you were always more book smart than me, I swear. I was more the practical one. So
1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is a successful check. Yeah.
I spend most of my time smoking drugs and fucking prostitutes, but yeah, sure, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to split your attention somehow. Maybe, I don't know.
Call it a study break.
Yeah.
All right. So as you did it quite well there, you learned the main feature of the Northern Wastes. The Northern Wastes is like seems to have been cursed, and there is some unpredictable tide called the Wash. The Wash is ridden by the tides of the 3 moons and somehow overly affected by their magic. These unpredictable tides cause floodwaters of turbulent ocean to sweep through the region and are completely unpredictable. They are harsh as this salty water that threatens all the creatures on the canyon every time they come, and because of that it adds the actual features that is the actual Northern Wastes seem to be very desolated, and the reason is that because these patches of water and rivulets stay for weeks or days damaging the actual eroding the land itself. So everything has this white, kind of like salty appearance to it because of that. However, there is specialized creatures that have got used to living in these environments and have adapted to it. Getting caught in one of those flash floods could be very dangerous, but it happens sometimes.
Understood.
Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else on that here. In terms of daytime and nighttime, it seems to be also as well that on the northern waste is for some reason the day seems to be longer and the nights shorter. That it doesn't really make sense, and it doesn't change. But that's
So what's shorter, sorry, DM?
days are shorter, and
Okay.
days are longer and nights are shorter. Okay, perfecto. And now I think we're only missing the lances last.
Okay.
Is history or investigation with this one, for that one as well.
Oh, that's better.
Might use one of the group inspirations depending on this one. I'll burn a group inspiration just because I kind of want to know about the fuck. 21.
Okay, perfect. 21.
I only got a 16.
Let's see. Then okay, this is good. This is also a successful check. Actually, no, this one is a failure. You got
Oh!
yeah. Well, you got 2 successes and 2 failures. So the
I
librarian.
got a 21.
Oh, you got yeah. So the DC is 12. So you got 2 failures.
So we have 3. No. The 10 was inspiration, so it's actually
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, my apologies. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, okay. So then you do have success. Yeah, here.
you got a 20 and
Mhm.
16, 21.
Yeah, okay, amazing. So then with that, you learn that the Dragonlances were created by the gods themselves to grant mortals the ability to fight the chromatic evil dragons. The history says that Paladin created a Dragonlance that was given to a warrior, the first warrior that to wield a Dragonlance. This warrior's
Does it say
name has been lost in history. It doesn't actually say the name.
Does it say how many there were made or just one?
It says that many were made. Based on that, actually, as you kind of like focus into the text, you know that Salamir was one of the people who actually had a Dragonlance, for sure. But
Yeah, we saw it in the vision.
but it implies as well that there was, you aren't sure it could be actually Salamir who is speaking about. But it says that these lances were lost as the Dragon War ended, the first wars, hundreds of years ago. It's not the first war with Akisis that happens in the world. And those weapons are lost in time, and there is no even a proof anymore that they existed, as they don't have anything to show it as.
Does it describe or have any pictures, diagrams of what the lances used to look like?
Yeah, as you focus there seems to be some kind of picture of a silver, kind of like very long lance made out of like a pure solid, like a looking like mercury bluish, and there is different kind of effects you see, almost like different energies feels surrounded the different Dragonlance. There is like 3 examples of it on it, and one has to
Would
be
it
more like a
match-
lightning, a bit more like a fiery looking, and but each of them, the color of the effect doesn't match. So if you will imagine fire be blue, be red, this fire is blue. Or if you imagine lightning, another one you see being white, you see this lightning is black. You know, so it feels like the energy on them is not the normal element that you are used to see.
Does it match the one that I have in my backpack?
The one that you have in your backpack looks like it's a third of one. Like if it was broken in 3 pieces and you have one.
Yeah, but like, does it match the handle or anything?
It matches the tip. That is the part that you have.
So I have the tip.
And based on it, imagine like these lances were like the size of 2 humans put together. So a third of a lance is quite a big weapon in a way. So it's like the size of a sword. Ish.
Interesting.
I imagine you are concealing it in your gauntlet, so it will be completely gone. As inexplicably. Yeah, like almost like one of those prop weapons. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be keeping it in my gauntlet. Okay. Perfect. I think that's all the research we've wanted to do today, right?
I mean, yeah, just whatever like works for folks. I'm happy to keep going, but at the same time, I mean, gotta meet.
I mean,
Wait,
you
then?
have to just make sure that everybody can swim, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Of
What?
course, we can swim.
Yes, of
I mean,
course.
because
I
of
mean,
the
as
wash,
you like
you
to
know,
remind
it's
me,
just-
I'm a fish boy. Yes.
Yeah. The unpredictable tides. I mean, if suddenly the tide goes up, we might have to swim.
And that's when you'll carry me, right?
Will inflatables be provided for this?
I mean, I don't know, maybe some cork kind of lifesavers, maybe, or something.
I don't know what that is. Just pay someone to make it happen.
Exactly.
Well, why are you guys looking at me? I'm sorry. I can swim. You guys sort it out. I'm just
Well,
telling you.
You're the responsible one. You're supposed to be getting all of
That's
this
why I'm
taken care
telling you about the dangers. That because you didn't seem to be
Danger.
listening when we were reading that.
of. Well, just pay someone and have it dealt with.
Well, when you're dying, you have to pay someone to deal with it.
Yes.
Well, that's why I have you.
I'm going to be
Pay-
saving my babies, and then
Pay
I'll
for
come back.
swimming lessons or something. I don't know.
I can swim.
Oh, that's fine then.
No, it's fine.
Probably.
I can swim.
Yeah.
I'm gotta go to the little boy's room for a while. I gotta go.
For a while. What's wrong with you?
He's buying drugs. Leave him alone.
What?
I'm not buying drugs.
No, of course not. You're
Inside check.
totally sober and clean off stuff. Londy, you shouldn't say that about our dear trusted friend Oliver.
What? I didn't say anything. I just
Terrible.
said he was unwell because he was going to be gone well to boys' room.
Yeah, I'm not buying drugs.
No, totally. I believe you. Wink.
Just quickly before you
Does
do
that mean that
whatever
you
you-
also
anything
want
with that.
drugs?
Ooh.
Do you also want drugs then? I don't know.
No, I'm kind of tapped out.
Just answer Lauren, your question quickly. If you see at the map now, you understand those weird actual kind of like how
The
you call
channels,
it?
yeah, they
the-
get full with.
So all
they fill
those
with
channels
water.
is will be filled with water, but that map you see, it feels like looking at the map, like probably is more likely that new cannons will keep forming over and over. So you aren't sure how up to date this map can be if those
Sure.
things keep happening, you know. So it could be that the actual height.
It's just
and
the type of
lowest-
terrain is like
yeah.
that, but it could be different.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Alrighty, and then you exit. As you are about to exit the library, Oliver, you feel a hand kind of like touching you in the back.
Excuse me.
Oh,
No touchy. No touch.
What is your friend?
What can I help you with?
What is your friend?
And you kind of see that Lorandir is already kind of like exit the library.
What about my friend?
I think he stole my book, despite. You were right. That evil, vengeful elf.
oh,
That is. I can't believe you'd assume that just because he's an elf.
It's not because he's an elf, but you know. I know what they
You
say.
just told me
Elves
he's a
and
filthy elf.
humans don't really get on. You understand me, right? They think they're
What's
better
wrong
than
with
us.
elves?
They think they're better than us because they live forever. So how can they compare themselves to us? We live like nothing and they just almost immortal, right? Of course they
Oliver, why are
hate
you
us.
talking to this working person?
I don't know. He's bothering me. Listen. There's nothing wrong with elves, okay? Frankly, some of them are okay.
But he stole my book.
Who stole your book?
Your friend. Excuse me.
And
Yes.
then at this point he starts kind of like, as you kind of like go back from the door and say who stole the book, then she goes towards the door. And
Once she starts to chase after Lorandir, I want to do it as stealthily as possible because I don't want Lycedric to see. Lycedric to see. I'll throw the book at a bookshelf, and I'll be like, "Hey, is that the book?"
make a stealth check at advantage as you...
Wow.
Yeah, but
As-
that's disadvantage. That's so fucking
Yeah,
blatant.
that's so obvious.
I mean, I imagine like he's doing it like she's running to. He's not trying to conceal it from her. I mean, she's concealing it from her, right? More than anyone else.
I'll do regular. I don't need advantage.
It will be advantage if
28.
you are doing it from her. If you want everyone, then just regular.
28. I just threw the book. It hits a bookshelf and
Make
it's on
a
the floor, and I'm like,
Make a fair roll. Let's see if any books fall. Let's make it fun.
I mean, that shouldn't affect it too much.
I mean, just only a few
Uh,
books. It cannot knock a shelf, so don't worry.
Low. It's high.
Okay. As you knock it, you see this book itself kind of like stands out in front of all the others because the cover is made of a material that is meant to resemble scales. So it's pretty kind of obvious along all the others that fall as well as the book falls. And then she goes, and she stops and kind of look back. And she kind of like starts running towards the book like crazy to put them in the right order, like as quickly as possible.
Wait, and I'll grab the book before she does.
Excuse me, that's my book.
I thought and I'll put like a hand out. I thought the filthy elf took it.
He must have dropped it here where he came, obviously.
Get the naughty, filthy smut book back. Jesus, let's not drag this out anymore. We got holes to fuck.
I didn't see he was
fair enough.
filthy. I said revengeful elf.
I'll just throw the book behind me, just nonchalantly. Yeah, let's go. Fuck this guy.
I'm a woman.
Or sorry, girl. Woman, I'm sorry. The whispering just really throws me off.
Fuck you.
She says,
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Don't come
Oh,
here.
is
Fuck
this
you.
So next time I go to the library, they're going to be like, "No, there's no books for you, you elf."
you gather in this green world and following some of the old lore. They are actually quite racist in general, you know? Anyone who is not human is frowned upon in this world. And that's how they all lore. It has been changed because it doesn't feel the world of today, but I think it makes a world that is more unfair, you know, and I want to portray
That's why the Longhorn
unfairness.
family solely employs humans as the help.
But yeah, I guess that could be a point. They're probably scared of you in a way, you know. You are, yeah. So
Of course
that's
they are.
yeah. Of course they are. Yeah. You guys have seen that movie? How is it called? With the one with the fairies? It's so good actually. It's like a series actually. Carnival Row actually.
I haven't seen it. Is that good?
Oh, it's really good, and they hate all puns. They call it, I think, puns. That is, or something like jinx. I can't remember the name, but any creature who is not human, they are kind of like frowned upon, pretty much, on that series because of that. But it feels right because there is much more humans than any other races on Kryn. Anyway, moving forward to inappropriate racism, Kryn. What would you guys like to do next?
Exactly. I'm just saying, we don't have to go see this spooky witch lady.
Oh, but you rather see the horrors,
You said I need to do something nice for Oliver. I mean, to be honest, I think the whole counselor thing was enough.
Okay, so what am I?
What do you mean, what are you?
Am I just another whore?
You're my sweet little fish boy, and I stroke his cheek.
Don't touch me.
You can come with me to the horse.
Save it for the horse. No,
sorry.
sorry.
You said I need to spend some alone time with Oliver. I pitched the whore idea. No one said no.
Are you participating?
Of course not. You're the only whore for me.
Psychic damage. That would be for you, Zonated. I'm joking.
You're on thin ice.
Oh, catch me as the ice breaks, Zacriel.
Jeez. I don't. Look. You can go to the whorehouse. I'm not really in that. Really, I did it once and it was too much for me.
Come again if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm really good. I'd rather just see Wayland and then
Well, I'm gonna
get
go
ready
to
for our
that
mission.
too, but then I'm gonna go with you to see the spooky witch lady.
Yes.
And then me and Oliver, I don't know what the fuck. Oliver, what are you doing? Are we still gonna go to the whore place or what?
Could you not say that in front of Tess?
Oh, behave, relax. She's down with it. She knew my idea anyway.
Yeah, but yes, we'll go to the warehouse.
Good. Okay, I'll go see the witch lady first.
Oh, that's fine because I also have something I need to go do, and it's not drug related.
Of course,
It's fine.
it isn't. I believe you.
You know what? I'm just going to go to the witch lady myself. You enjoy your whores. I'm going.
No, that's
Oh,
not
wait.
even
No.
It's only
Zonated-
lunchtime. It's far too early for whores now.
Zach, will you do me a favor when you go talk to her? Can you ask her about Alchemist Fire for me?
That's very cheap and common.
I'm sorry.
I will-
I didn't realize I was so everybody. Is everybody literally trying to fuck with me?
I hope not everyone.
You're
Well,
Lycedric's
apparently
fish
fucking
boy.
so.
You're not my fish boy. You're Lycedric's fish boy.
No, but forget this. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just.
I'll pay you
not
back.
in the
Wait.
mood.
I'm coming
Not in the
to.
mood.
I'll
Go
walk
to Wayland. Bye.
behind Zacriel towards the witch lady.
I got
Amazing.
invisibility. No, I don't have that spell.
Wait, Lorinda, you're going to the warehouse with us?
No, I'm going to the witch lady.
Oh.
Just to clarify, at this point it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it might be a bit early. You could definitely go, but you might find better quality during the evening time than in the day.
I don't.
No, I'm
I
not
just
going
want to
the
leave the
whorehouse yet. I want to
vicinity.
go to the witch lady first.
Okay, that's perfect.
Oh,
Your-
and I'm gonna go do my.
Your thing, yeah? Do you want to then all go together and then separate? Let's give you a map.
I'm already separated
I'm running behind him.
from the group.
You could also check out
No.
this weird forest. You could also... There is anything else you
I
might
didn't
want
see
to
the
do?
forest.
Yeah, only Zacriel have seen that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
don't know if it's weird. Like, you know that thing? I'm not sure it's something to bring up because I just don't know the city very well. Like,
you saw a fucking weird forest that no one's ever seen before. I've got a fucking curse.
oh, I'm
book
not
for
sure.
children, though.
I'm not
What do you
sure.
mean,
I
you?
don't know. I'm just a lonely fish boy. I don't know.
Now you're hanging out with the fucking higher class. You're with the 1% now. Act accordingly.
Well, like a 2%.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving. I'm definitely boy.
No, baby, no. Come on, we're better than this.
Expeditious retreat. No. I'm joking. No, but I swiftly walk with purpose out of the library.
You work
Okay,
those boots for
perfect.
me.
You don't get to look.
I'm behind
About
you.
your
I'm looking.
eyes.
Of course, I'm fucking looking.
I cast blindness. I know.
Cool. As you make your way through the city once more, you have lots of sad people around, merchandise being sold, kind of like a lot of population doing their own things, tending to their own businesses, a lot of stress, nervousness, and you notice, make perception checks actually if you want. Or insights, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, insight for sure.
Yeah, please. Sorry, I should have.
So what's the options? Insight or
perception? Just to look around the crowds as you see all these people on the streets, kind of like.
my eyes flicker with gold?
15 for the Cedric
Okay.
on insight.
Perfect.
Perception. Sorry, insight. Sorry.
Inside, yeah. Okay. Perfect.
13 on perception.
Okay. You don't have to roll, Oliver, if you are looking at your own thing, but if you want to, you can also roll.
He's high.
Yeah, I'm off to go do my thing.
Just look around anyway, because this is how the people are looking at you, kind of thing. Check.
DM's giving you a clue.
Oh.
With
Yeah.
roll the dice.
It's not about
Damn it.
you looking at them, it's about them looking at you, yeah. Okay, I think all
There's
of
a
you...
road made of rail, look.
All of you notice, compared to where before, even from this morning, there is a few kind of like faces, and you see people kind of like murmuring things as you pass, and kind of things like that. No one got a high perception enough to hear what they said, but you see kind of like mixed reactions to your presence, where before it was like, oh, these are the heroes who have joined the alliance and these kind of things. Now it feels like some people don't seem to even look at you in purpose, out of scorn, and some others seem to murmur things as you pass. But you see others who seem to be still joyful to see you. It's a mix of the three different things, and all of you notice that.
Would it be a safe assumption to think this is the handiwork of our dear good friend Captain Walters?
I mean,
And the rumors he's been spreading.
The marshal did tell you today that is something that could eventually happen, potentially, because the people were looking for someone to blame and take their anger on, and the fact that rumors have been spread that it's your fault what happened could make sense. And that's why she wants you to also take a few weeks off to clear the air, even though it's 100% sure not your fault.
Okay.
And as you keep going, Oliver, will you go straight away to your thing first, or you want to go to Wehan's apothecary?
The apothecaries where they're all going, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of, you could go that way, or you could separate and do your own thing, whichever one.
I am gonna go do my thing. I'll be heading off to
Sweet gore and bitter
Bitter
tears.
gore and-
Yeah, sweet gore and bitter tears.
yeah, I always mix it. Sweet gore and bitter tears, and then
You know, that's like a really dangerous fucking underground black market gangster hangout. But don't go on your. Come with us. And go together. I know you
I've
want to
got
be secret, but Jesus, just
it's fine. Look, I got a disguise, and I'll just tilt my hat forward, covering my face. Look,
disguise is almost as bad as your outfit. But we're not going to go into that now. Just come with us.
but
I'm more stubborn and spoiled than you. You're not going to win. Just come on.
what's that?
I'm not that stupid. I am that ignorant, but I'm not going to look, and which is the reason why I'm not going to look. Now, come on. I grab him by his cheap suit and I pull him with us to go.
Oh, wait, he's carrying me. This is what I wanted.
I'm not carrying you. I'm dragging you by your cheap made sleeve.
If you carry me, I'll go with.
I leave him behind then.
All right. Coolios.
No one ever wants to carry me.
Oh.
Never
All
gonna
right.
happen, buddy.
And as you kind of keep going towards the shop without any issues apart from the people looking at you with funny faces, you kind of eventually arrive to it. You see this weird looking store that Whelan's Apothecary, kind of like in a wooden poster on the front. The door is open as well. And as you kind of enter, you see sitting there on her black raven-like cloaks and feathers a woman, quite tall, pale, black hair, and she looks, oh, hi. How have you been?
Hello. We heard that you wanted to see us.
Oh, I
Well,
don't
party
think...
damn. We were just here with yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I did send a message for you. Oh, it's nice that all of you came. The message was more like directed to you, but I also have been sent a message this morning to prepare 5 elixirs for you as well. These concoctions are quite rare, so I'm the only one who actually can prepare this. I had 7 in stock, but unfortunately I did had to give the other 2 also to the Alliance. Being part of the console is so joyful, brings me so much joy.
I'm sure they paid you something, right?
Well, a fraction of it, but yeah.
Wow, how much are these potions worth? Normally, if you were selling them.
6, 5, depends. 100.
5 gold? Here, 5 gold.
No,
I-
no,
oh,
no, 500.
Oh!
She hands you over 5 potions or superior healing.
Ooh. 1 each?
Yes.
Just to be clear, you're offering this freely, and we're not due to owe you anything for this.
Yes, is this also going to sap our ages again, or is what was going on?
This is a message from the Alliance. This is not by my own, oh yeah, I want to give you a gift kind of thing. This is, I've been told to give you this. I've been ordered to give it to you.
Okay.
So us taking this, accepting this potion, doesn't involve us in the contract you have set up with the government and army forces.
Oh,
right
no,
now.
no, nothing to do with us. This is against my...
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check. Anyone who wants to
do you have anything else for sale that, you know?
Everything's for sale, love and dear.
Well, I just wondered what's
Everything.
available.
I mean, I
Anything
do...
interesting?
Sure, I'll...
I believe I rolled a fucking 9. God damn it.
DM,
Yes.
is that just a greater healing potion?
These ones are superior healing, yeah.
88 plus 8.
Yeah.
84, sorry. 84.
84 plus 8, yeah.
I'm just trying to... Oh, superior. I got it here. Yeah. Okay, cool.
They are amazing.
Yeah,
I think there are more than 500, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
that's
sure.
Cisco
Yeah,
kind of guessing to it.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they are more.
So,
It's probably like 2,000.
to be honest,
500,
yeah,
something
probably
like
about that.
Yeah.
Probably that expensive.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. 200-300.
I know the greater 150, the normals are 50. I get those 2 from there on. Not sure anymore, but yeah. Cool. She will say as well, make a fate roll, Lorandir. Well, Martin, this is not Lorandir.
Fate. Give me high. No. The gods are not forgiven.
Well,
second.
I do have something actually. I have this potion
Oh, no.
that I was given, but the thing is that I don't actually know what it does.
But you made it though, or did somebody
No,
gave it to you?
it was given to me. Yeah, it's a potion
By
of
a
chaos.
friend or an enemy?
It was given to me by a friend of mine from Prismere. It's a Feywild potion. And it has a randomness added to it. So if you were to
Okay.
consume it, different things might occur on it based on
Okay.
how luck is looking.
So it could be very good or
on you.
very bad.
Sure, yeah.
And how much would you want for this potion?
Oh,
Take into account that it
dearie.
could be very bad, it could be very good. Maybe you give it to me and then I come back and tell you what happened, and then you decide how much it is.
What about a day?
16 years.
I have money, but I don't think I have enough money. A
One
day.
day?
1 million.
Or a memory?
gold.
A memory of someone you love? Something really nice?
Ooh.
When you say a day, it's like a day that I already had or a day in the future.
Well, it's a day in the future, of course. It wouldn't be fun otherwise. I mean, look at you. You're just gonna say hundreds of thousands of days, right? This potion could save your future.
Or
She
it could
kind of
kill
like
me. I mean, it's-
looks at it and you
you
see
know.
like kind of like a swirling, kind of like different changing colors and kind of things, and it looks very chaotic in an unusual way. Just out of game, just for this is a potion of wild magic. So when you take it, you're gonna roll on the new
roll the wild magic?
2024 wild magic table. It's much better than the old one. So you could be having a super boon, or you could be fucked. You know, it's like they are, but most of them are better than bad. You know, to be honest with you, on the new one.
For
Yes.
one day. Okay, can we see like a day that's not going to be significant for me? Or
Definitely, yeah. That sounds reasonable.
like a day off or something where I'm not doing anything. Or something.
A boring day. I like that.
Oh
Somber.
no. I just keep thinking I'm just digging myself deeper and deeper.
I like that. Cloudy, potentially.
Sure. Okay, I'll take it.
While this entire conversation is going on, the Cedric is punching Lorendir and kicking him.
What?
Oh no.
It's just a potion.
Huh? Huh?
Laura
Oh my God, are you having
roll a d4,
Who?
Lorandir? As she says, deal, and she kind of like caresses your hand with her fingertip for a second.
See, this is why people should listen
Wait.
to the Cedric.
But this is because you're doing stuff. 3.
Unaware to you, she took 3 days, not 1.
You're a piece of shit, man. I told you.
But Lorandir doesn't.
I
He
don't
doesn't
know.
look anything different. I mean, a year, a day, even if it took 5 years, he wouldn't look anything different on Lorandir. So there it is. Good. I hope that helps. And you see kind of like on her, you see herself somehow, kind of her face changes magically for a second, you know, like almost like a gleam of youth, kind of like even or more on it. Fantastic.
Wow, that's one of my days.
That was a delicious day. I will take as many as you want. That was wonderful. Thank you.
No, that one is fine, more than enough. It's, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Also, I have bad news for you. She looks towards you, Zachriel, and you, La Cedric. Unfortunately, your request has not been granted.
What request?
The
What
one
request?
you wanted. You asked me last time that you wanted to take the test and participate on the test of high
I mean,
sorcery.
you offered to put a good word in. I refused it. I thanked you. I said no. That's hey. Listen, I don't want
Yeah.
no. Thank you.
Well,
I think I was like, let's park it for a second, maybe come circle back.
well, I'm sorry to inform you that either way, your request has been denied, as the threat to the army is too
Okay.
great. But nevertheless, I spoke to the head of the conclave, Parsalain, and he has granted a special exception for now. So I have these two wooden brooches to give you,
Okay.
and you will be allowed to expand your initiation on the mages of high sorcery towers. And doing this, you will be representing the Conclave's blessings. So congratulations, provisional mages, she says.
Due respect, I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
This is not
Thank
an
you.
optional
Good for now.
gift. If you want to practice magic and represent the school that you've studied for, you must wear this somehow, somewhere. Otherwise, I will have to report that you denied, and therefore, you might not be welcome anymore on the towers of high sorcery after this.
Small price to pay.
There is no price. This is nothing to do with me. This is to do with the conclave. Not everything I do is for years of youth or things like that. I'm also
Long as
a member of the
what you
council,
do-
unfortunately, and representative of the conclave.
So, by accepting this token, what you're telling us is basically we would be temporarily be representing you as members of the Towers of High Sorcery.
No, nothing
your
to do.
conclave.
Nothing to do with me. It's to do with the conclave, the High Mage Parsalain. You will both know that High Mage Parsalain is actually the leader of the conclave of the High Sorcery Mages. And I'm doing on his behalf. Have nothing to do with this. I gain no benefits on this, and don't really care. I just have been told that I know you were studying there, so I have to follow up. Part of my duties is to. You wanted to be trained, and both of you. You can make inside checks if you want.
Sure. $16.
That's pretty good.
14.
Not so good, but not bad either. So you, La Cedric, know that the way she's handling this is very like she's not really doing this because she wants to, as she's saying. It feels like she's been told to do this. Also,
So someone in the Towers of High Sorcery has told her to do this.
Yeah. Also, you see that she's worried with the fact that you might stop practicing magic. Almost like being a true sorcerer, the more magic is used, it feels right for her. She's afraid that things will return how it used to be, where magic was frowned upon again, and those times where the Towers of High Sorceries had to be concealed back on the days. Now magic is very rare, but it's not frowned upon. It's just, rare. And she feels that if you don't, that's why she's pushing for you to be trained and things like that. Just for that. It's not because of you personally, it's because the magic itself motive.
So she's feeling threatened by the fact that I might reject this offer and possibly
Stop training,
discontinue using magic.
Same with you, Zachariel. You don't get as much as that, but you get that she has a very high interest on you training.
I mean, the fact that I feel like I'm being pressured into a situation I don't really want to be in, and the fact that a deal was made without my consent is appalling, in my opinion. In fact, I may discontinue using magic altogether just because of this.
I mean, what you do is what you do. I do favors for people. Oliver, your friend, Hi, you're the proof. Nice to see you again. How are your new way of... Well, how is your new career going? Let's call it like that. Better?
You should say that too.
To Oliver.
Oliver got left behind, I thought.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry. I
No,
thought you were convinced to go and you came. I understood. But maybe you... Up
Yeah.
to you, though.
No, I'll go. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I thought
Why not?
that's what happened. Sorry. If not, we can recon it.
No, it's fine. He'll look at her and he'll just simply say, "It's been better, but would I be able to get some of my years back?"
What would you like to trade them for? This could be fun.
Some of Cedric's years.
Cedric, you don't have to give up anything. I have.
Oh, I love this. I would love for
I
you
have,
to give some of your years for your friend.
That was Cash talking out of character, taking the piss. I'm never going to do that. Make that bluntly clear to everyone.
I see through four walls. Just I'm joking. Go ahead, Oli.
It depends. Do you take platinum?
No, come on. You know me better than that. That's boring.
I know you like magic. I've got some magic armor. Do you like mithril?
What about if you let me Sasha for one day? That could help. That would be good. She says.
For one day.
Yeah.
And what would you do with her?
Oh, that's... I won't hurt her. I won't do anything harmful. Just hang out together.
Are you going to do something that'll affect her in the long run? Anything that's negative?
No. You know me. I wouldn't do anything bad to anyone. I'm not that kind of person.
Insight check.
I mean, do you have to? Do you really have to?
Yeah, I think she's lying to me. Listen. I can't loan you Sasha. She's not mine to give away.
We can ask.
What
them.
What if I gave you? Come on, surely you like magic items. It's something we haven't seen in anywhere around.
Oliver, what is it you're wanting, first of all?
I just wanted to see if I could get some years back.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If I agree to continue using magic at the Towers of High Sorcery, give him 30 years back.
That's too much.
He'll be a baby.
Yeah, he will be a child.
Wait, how old is Oliver?
I'm 28. I'm 28 currently. I used to be the same age as Tess. There, used to be 22.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, I'm 32. I used to be 22.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He'll be like 2 years old. It's like,
Give him 12 years back.
12 years back, that's way too much. I cannot give back more than what I took.
wait a minute. Are you trying to be mean? And at 20 he cannot drink until he's 21. That's why you're doing it.
No, we're going out dwarving later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was still drinking before that.
Okay. I made an offer. What's your counter?
1 year. If you
Impossible.
both agree.
You know that's
You're too intertwined to
forget-
magic by this point. You cannot lie to me that easily. Make a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
Cedric, as she's trying to cast detect thoughts on you.
wisdom save.
Yeah, she's doing it. She's doing it. Let me just make sure. 1 second.
I'm going to use a inspiration,
Okay.
and you know what? I'm going to add favored by the gods to that as well.
Oh, nice.
Just
Yeah.
because
Why not?
Are you favored by the gods?
I am now.
You are now.
Wow.
You are. You are.
18, 19, 20, 24.
Okay. With a 24, you see her for a second. You recognize that she's doing something, even though she's doing it quite discreetly. She starts kind of like playing with a copper piece that seems to almost dance on her hand for a second, and then you recognize words in Draconic for a second, and she subtly kind of moves her hands in a discreet way, pretending to make the copper piece roll, but you gather that she's casted a spell and you actually succeeded. She looks towards you. Fortitude of mind. Nice asset. I do appreciate that. Anyway, that's your badge. Take it. And there is not a lot more I can do for you right on this instance.
If I agree to take this badge, give him back 8 years. We'll meet in the middle. Give him back 8 years.
That's not the middle. I'm offering 1 and you're offering 8. How is that the middle? 2. And that's
I started off at 12. But... Okay.
Make a persuasion check. And this is for 2 years. For if you want to try to do more than 2 years, because she's like seems to be stuck on 2.
Sure. Okay. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this will be the last roll
I'm
of
going
the
to use
night.
a personal inspiration.
Oh, okay. You have groups inspiration,
Natural
take it.
20.
Whoa.
I'll use group inspiration.
We have one group inspiration left.
Yeah, so take
Well,
the group.
next
Take the group. So just keep your own personal one inspiration off. And
Sure.
1 second.
Natural 20.
Four years, and that's my final offer, and that will mean you as well, Zachriel, will be accepting the badge. I know Zonated is not right here right now, so it's a bit unfair.
No, I'm here.
Okay. But before you answer or not, we will end here on this moment.
Ooh!
Whether you accept or
These
not.
badges that
But
So
yeah,
I'm
I've
still
made
being
the deal,
given the
so I
badge.
will.
You have to accept. She's already taken years. You don't even know.
Yeah.
She's
Who from?
already taken- From you.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Well, no. Let's go. That's not real, man. Let's go.
well, more questions than answers once more. Will Cedric age? Is he taking any years from him? We will never know, or we will know next week. But yeah, thank you very much to my amazing players. Thank you, Zachriel, Zonated, same person, different characters. Martin and Laurentine, I guess. Oliver and Lucky and Cedric and amazing Cash. And yeah, we will see you Tuesday, Wednesday. Candela Oscura, Rolly Grail, check them out. We are there too. Also, One Eye Cash, check them out as well. Amazing fun games. If you want to hear screaming and crazy playing.
Yeah,
there
make sure
go.
you put your
And you got
headphones
Lucky
down.
Blue as well. He's pretty cool as well. Nice fun games, yeah. Also, so check them all out, please. And
Yeah, if you got the choice between the two of us, definitely check out Zonated. He's more tame and calm, and you won't have a migraine after the
I
stream.
mean, Lucky Blue is pretty good too.
Well,
You check them out
depends
too.
what day you get me on.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like cheap, simple stuff, then yeah, check out Lucky
Oh
Blue. Yeah,
no, damn you.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
We're gonna be friends now.
That's our
Anyway.
characters.
Yeah. Anyway, I love
Just
you
wait.
all. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Until then, stay magical. Take care. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Right.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.